Hello. I hope y'all are having a gorgeous afternoon. The church members, elders, just came by to check on me because they had asked me if I did help with cleanup, and I says, I'll do the best I can. I get tired easy, and I have a hard time walking, but I'll do the best I can. And I told them also, tornadoes and hurricanes don't like me, so they stay away from me. The eye of the storm came right over the top of us. We got very minimal damage, and they confirmed to me that there were no hurricanes. No, it's me and my words. Someday I'm going to get brain go to mouth, and then words come out correctly. Still working on that. There were no tornadoes, so that kept the storm just to flooding. I know flooding is a bad thing, but sure better than a tornado blowing up your house. And haven't heard about any sinkholes either. I guess all the aquifers got plenty of water now. And the electric company's out working on the stores and the infrastructure, and then they'll come in. So hopefully by this evening I'll have electricity. And I took them for a walk down memory lane, so I guess I'll take y'all for a walk down memory lane too. I can't remember the year, but Gary England was the weatherman in Oklahoma City. One day he came on the news and he said, in 1 week, everybody be in your storm shelter by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We are going to have the perfect storm. So I had been to the doctor that day for my cancer treatment. So one girlfriend picked me up for the hospital and brought me home, and another girlfriend picked me up and took me to her house. So at 5 o'clock, the tornado hit. And it wasn't one tornado, it was 48 tornadoes. I remember she didn't have TV or anything like that. And I said, why you don't have TV? And she says, I don't like TV. I don't want no TV in my house. But her ear, which mine is not, was so good that she heard the storm coming, and she says, now it is time to get in the shelter. So I had to get my purse. Never again will I get my purse. There is nothing in my purse that cannot be replaced. People, leave your purse at home. Just run like hell. So I'm running, and there's a tree. It's right behind me. Michael was always laughing about me, telling me trees chasing me. Well, this tree was chasing me. And just as I got into the storm shelter, cleared it about 1 inch, the tree hit the door and closed it. And when we got out of the shelter, trees were down. And they were blocking the road. These were big trees. And they were blocking the way. Her car she had a Jeep with the canvas cover, had torn that all up. And I had parked my car over by the stock trailer, and I just had my antenna missed and a little bit of scratch down the side on my pick-me-up truck. Everywhere she had an animal, the storm didn't touch her animals. Where she didn't have an animal, the storm did a number on the cages and stuff. But the animals were protected. Now, the man on the street from her, because they were, country plots, farms, he had a pig farm, and he had to shoot his last pig. And as I was driving home, I saw cars made into pancakes. And I got to my home. One piece of paper was missed. I had blue and gold macaws, I had birds, I had my pet shop, and I had my bait shop. Nothing was disturbed except that piece of paper. And somebody adopted my cat. Love that cat. I'll never have another cat like that. And but for miles around me, circling me, was devastation. And I was always behind a tornado, or I was always in front of a tornado, but I was never in the tornado. One time I went to Tyler, Texas to see my grandkids, and they were having so many bad storms. But on the way, I stopped at Whataburger right out of Wichita Falls next to the Oklahoma border. And this man walked up to me and he says, "You better leave now." He said, "The Red River is getting ready to crest." I said not a word except for thank you, got in my car, and I moseyed on down the road. When I got to Mineral Wells, that was my rest and gas area stop. So I did my rest because I was very tired. And I figured out now why I'm always so tired. It was always my blood sugar was high. It makes me tired. Anyway, so I'm stopped, and I got my head on the window, and I'm sleeping pretty good in the parking lot. And this cold wind touches my face. And I wake up and I look around. I go to the bathroom, come back, get in my car, drive away, forget to get my gas. I didn't buy my gas at all. So I don't know, the Elk City or Elk something, right out of Lampasas. I stopped there to get gas because I had no gas. And so I go in, and I get this big screen TV. And on this big screen TV is the weather report. And in the weather report, tornado hit Mineral Wells where I was. So that cold from the storm that was coming touched my face, alerted me to move on down the road. Well, the storms continued. It was like, I mean, I'm talking about storms are not in the same year, okay? But the one from Whataburger till now are in the same year, the same month. But I don't remember when the 48 storms were in Oklahoma. But anyway, so we're watching the news, and they got this really bad storm on San Antonio, and this house falls into the river, and it's being floated down the road. Down the river. And the man's calling for help. His wife and his children perish. That's got to be hard. That's got to be hard. And so anyway, we get a tornado warning to take shelter. We had a tornado watch. I told the grandchildren, pack you a change of clothes. I don't know if we'll need them or not, but just get them ready. And be ready when I say let's go, just go get in the car. The only place I could think to take the kids that was safe was Walmart. Because whether right or wrong, my thinking was that if you're where a lot of people are, that's where first responders are going to go, is to where the people are. You can't go looking one by one for people and expect them to still be alive if they're hurt. So we went into Walmart. It's very tense. So what do you do with children? You feed them. So we went into Subway and we ordered some food, and I think my grandson was either 4 or 6. He was very young anyway, and he started blessing his food and blessing the people. The whole Subway area just got silent as this small child said a prayer of blessing for the food and the blessing of the people in the storm. it was amazing. It was amazing. That's what my Ida did. And then I put him in the buggy, and we're walking around the store. And then when the guy calls for us to come up front because the storm is hitting, I go to get him out of the buggy. I can't get him out of the buggy. So we're not going to do that again. We're not going to do the storm again either. So after all the rain passed, and I mean, it was hard. It was even got part of the Walmart roof. And so it was time to go. The streets were flooded. I bought more food, gave the kids more food. And then we got home, got relaxed. And then their mom and dad made it home because they were out working through the storm. They finally got to us. And we were all okay, and we were all happy. And the next day the kids got up to go to school, and I go, exactly where did this tornado hit? So I went looking, and let's see if I can find a comparison. Okay, this is my apartment. This is where we lived, and this is the tornado, and it goes zoom like that. Doesn't even do any damage whatsoever to the apartment building. And you know, I drive along, a lot of wounded birds and stuff. It was really sad. And I have a lot of stories like that. I'm not going to take all your time telling them. But that was my thought for today. And anybody worried about anybody here in Florida, we're good. And I know this is going to be late because I still don't have any electricity. As soon as the electricity comes on, I'm downloading this. Please like and subscribe. And remember, essential oils link is in my description. Love you, people. And I'm not going to say people. I don't like that word, and I don't know why I'm using it. But I love you, family. I love you, friends. Stay safe. God bless.